Today we're going to talk about the ability of Visual Studio Code to help us with refactoring. Let's take an example of this set of code that I have here. This code here is going to get the speed after a fall on Earth. We're going to get the time of the free fall. Then we will multiply the time of free fall by the gravity. But something you'll notice is that as I highlighted this, it also highlighted on the function below, indicating I have duplicate code. And we don't like to have duplicate code because it's not very dry. So, let's also take a look at what the return is. The return is exactly the same, again, with one exception. We use Earth here and the Moon here. Great. So, first thing first is, to make this dry, I need to create a variable for Earth. So let's create a variable const planet, which is equal to Earth. Then, let's interpolate it by doing this. It's rather planet. Cool. So now that we've done that, and I'm thinking to myself, well, the moon is not a planet, so maybe we should call it something else. So we can easily go to refactor it by renaming all the symbols. We can also do this by pressing the F2 key. When I press the F2 key, I give a prompt given with the default of the original name, and I can change it to whatever I want. So let's say celestial object. That's more performant, and you'll notice, it's more semantic rather, and you'll notice that it changed the name over there for us. Great, that's very helpful for when we have many, many uses of the same variable. Let's talk about another way we can refactor. Well, we want to make this code dry. So, two options. We can either use this light bulb and do it this way. We can extract to inner function or outer function. We're going to use global scope. I encourage you to play with the options and see the difference. The other way I can do this is on a Mac is command period, and it'll bring up the same thing, and on a Windows is control period. So let's extract a function to a global scope. And you'll notice that it's prompting us for a function name. So I'm going to say, give it a name, call it get speed after a fall on celestial object. I know, very long name. Oh well. So now you'll notice that all of a sudden we're returning. I have a spelling error, so I'm going to use that nifty F2. Fix that, get speed, and it fixed both things. So, get speed after a fall on a celestial object. Very wordy, but I like more semantic names. So cool, it automatically knew that I needed three variables: gravity, time of free fall, and a celestial object. And so, what it didn't do automatically for us, it didn't automatically refactor the other function that we need to do manually, but it saved us a lot of time by extracting it, giving us a name, and we can then update the other function so that we can do const name is equal to the moon. And now, instead of using this function, I can return simply the get speed after fall on celestial object. It's going to prompt me for gravity. It's going to prompt me for time of free fall, which is the same, and celestial object, which is going to be name. Cool. And last but not least, let's eliminate the duplicate function value here that we don't need anymore. Cool. And the last thing, let's just test our code again. I didn't test it at the beginning, but it still works. Great. I hope you learned something from this, and have a wonderful day.